You step into a night older than memory itself. Before you stretches Earth 300,000 years ago, a planet that does not belong to you alone. This is an age when many kinds of humans shared the world. A vast evolutionary experiment unfolding in silence. All around, Neanderthals stalk icy plains, their massive chests and crushing arms built to bring down giant beasts. High in frozen mountains, Denisovans breathe thin air your lungs could never bear. Deep in equatorial forests, Homo erectus keeps the ancient partnership of fire and stone alive, while tiny Homo floresiensis guards isolated island strongholds like living phantoms. Farther still are ghost species, known to us only through fragments of DNA, yet fully alive now, hunting, gathering, raising children, just like you. You are not the center of this picture. You are one slender branch on a tangled evolutionary tree. In every direction sharp, patient eyes watch you, eyes unafraid. They too build shelters, shape blades, and hunt in disciplined bands. Measured by bone, muscle, or cold endurance, you rank near the bottom. Modern science exposes this reality with chilling precision. Genetic traces sealed in permafrost, flint knives buried beside mammoth bones, footprints pressed into volcanic ash. Each discovery is a whisper from Earth's deep time, reminding us that humanity was once a crowded experiment. Feel it, the prehistoric wind brushing your skin, carrying the breath of cousins who have not yet vanished. Every falling leaf, every twist of mist feels like a signal of unseen rivals. Though no face emerges from the dark, you sense that every breath you draw has been counted long before you arrived. This is more than a struggle for territory. It is nature's trial to decide which lineage will inherit tomorrow. And yet, inside your lighter frame something different is stirring. No one can name it yet, but faint sparks flicker deep within your brain, electrical pulses that will one day shape language and imagination. While stronger kin rely on brute force, you begin to weave a hidden code of sound and meaning. The night of origins closes with a single, merciless question. Which branch of the human tree will still be standing when the rest have turned to fossils? That question is the first heartbeat of the great hunt of history. A hunt in which intellect, not muscle, will determine who becomes the ultimate heir of Earth. You have seen the opening picture. Earth once swarmed with rival humans, each staking a claim on every scrap of land. But when the long prehistoric night finally lifted, only Homo sapiens, your direct ancestors, remained. Do not celebrate yet. The first truth is cold and sharp. You began life as the weakest of them all. Step into the unforgiving ice age. You are not a Neanderthal with shoulders like stone fortresses. You are not a Denisovan with giant lungs built to drink thin mountain air. Your bones are slender, your muscles light, your fat so thin that icy winds cut straight through. Under a steel gray moon, every nerve in you knows a single spear thrust from those others could end you. The world around you is a theater of predators. Every snap of a branch might be the leap of a cave lion or the charge of a giant bear. You are neither faster nor stronger, even measured against other humans. Every marker of raw endurance and speed turns against you. Modern science confirms this fragility. Fossil skulls of early Homo sapiens show thin cranial walls, small jaws, weak chewing muscles, signatures of a species never built for brute combat. Neanderthals, by contrast, carried thick skulls, massive jaws, and powerful shoulders engineered to hurl heavy spears. In any one-on-one clash, the numbers all favored them. And nature itself was the deadliest executioner. Sudden blizzards, winters without end, hail that could shred a hide shelter, each storm a silent verdict. With no dense fur, no insulating fat, you were a flickering flame in a hurricane of eternal ice. Feel how every moment of survival is a miracle carved from frost and fear. A distant flicker of fire might mean strangers waiting to kill. A faint crack in the dark might be death gliding closer. Even the air carries the smell of time running out. Scientists call this an age of ruthless natural selection, when only traits that truly meant survival passed forward. And deep inside this haunted zone of weakness, something unseen was quietly awakening, not in muscle, but in the hidden circuits of the brain. You cannot name it yet. All you know is the relentless terror of extinction. But with every faint spark of electricity inside your skull, a different weapon is being forged, one no predator can foresee. A force that will one day lift your kind beyond every rival and into a new age. You once thought weakness sealed your fate. Neanderthals carried muscles like iron pillars. Denisovans breathed easily in air thin enough to freeze your lungs. Every other kind of human seemed built to withstand forces that would crush you. Yet while their brute strength ruled the Ice Age, something else was quietly gathering inside your skull. Tiny electrical sparks flickered deep in your brain, beginning to weave sounds into meaning. At first, they were only scattered noises, clicks, guttural calls, thin whistles. But across hundreds of generations, those sparks multiplied into words and sentences. Then the uncanny transformation came. Ideas stopped dying with the body. Language itself became a living organism, carrying memory from mind to mind like a pulse that never fades. Picture a frozen plain at dusk. A small band of your kind crouches around a fragile fire. With only a few sharp gestures and whispered sounds, they coordinate an ambush no beast can anticipate. One brief warning: watch the cliff edge, unfolds into a plan. A trap, a kill. That is the first invisible weapon, knowledge surviving outside the flesh. From that instant, survival changed its rules. It was no longer a contest of muscle but a battle of minds. Every phrase carried time within it, folding yesterday's lessons into tomorrow's hunts. Even when a hunter felt a sickness or ice, their wisdom lived on, ready to strike again through the voices of the living. Language also forged emotion into strategy. A single whispered alert, enemy beyond the ridge, could make 100 hearts beat as one. Fear itself became a weapon, shaped and aimed by rhythm and sound. Night after night, stories curled like living spells around the fire, binding scattered families into one vast, thinking network. Meanwhile, Neanderthals and Homo erectus kept hunting by instinct. Each tactic, each hard-won discovery, died with the person who carried it. They acted as individuals, you acted as a single, distributed mind. Millennia passed. Glaciers crushed valleys and giant beasts ruled the forests, but your stories spanned continents. Through deserts and across black oceans, ancestral voices mapped hidden springs and secret stars. This was the secret your rivals never sensed. While they trusted muscle and reflex, you had already forged an invisible arsenal: language, memory, and imagination, preparing for the decisive leap in human evolution. You stand at the razor's edge of deep time. Behind you stretches a graveyard of vanished humans, Neanderthals with their iron bones, Denisovans breathing thin ice air, mysterious island hobbits, and other cousins known only by ghostly fragments of DNA. For hundreds of millennia they thrived. Then, one by one, they disappeared. Only your kind remains. Why? Not because you were stronger. Not because you were faster. The answer is colder and stranger. It lives in the way you think, speak, and remember. Inside the fragile skull that once seemed your greatest weakness, language had turned into a living network. A warning whispered beside a dying fire could travel across generations. An idea discovered at dusk could guide hunts 1,000 dawns later. Knowledge no longer died with its owner. It became a self-replicating organism, an immortal code. Picture the world that code created. While other species faced danger alone, you multiplied your eyes and ears. One hunter glimpsed a pattern of stars, 1,000 followed that map. One healer found a bitter root that fought infection. The cure spread from valley to ocean shore. In a geological heartbeat, you rewrote the survival rules of the planet. But every advance carried a darker pulse. Your greatest victories hit a silent predator. Patience sharpened into power. You did not simply outfight your cousins, you outweighted them. Your people learned to track prey for days, to drain its strength and will until it collapsed. You wrapped rival species in invisible webs of memory and myth until escape became impossible. It was not brute force that erased the Neanderthals, it was the slow tightening of that unseen net. Feel this truth settle into your bones. It is not museum history. It is code still running inside you. The tireless hunters who shaped it never left. They breathe in the quiet between your heartbeats, waiting for the day your own endurance will be tested. Listen closely. Beneath the noise of the modern world, a faint rhythm stirs, steady, deliberate, endless. It is the same rhythm that once drove entire species to extinction. It is your inheritance. So ask yourself, when everything you love is on the line, will you let that power sleep, or will you call it awake? Stand now. Draw a deep breath. Let the ancient heartbeat merge with yours. Run farther, think sharper, endure longer, until the limits of flesh give way to the will that made your species the last one standing. You stand in the silence after the storm of ages. Behind you lies a cemetery of vanished cousins, Neanderthals, Denisovans, the hobbits of Flores, every one of them once strong, every one of them now dust. Their bones speak of power, but power was not enough. Something colder and stranger chose the survivor. Science names it language, memory, collective mind. But you can feel it as something deeper, a code that hunts through time. It is not carved in stone or bone, it moves in breath and thought. Every plan, every myth, every spark of knowledge your ancestors shared became part of this living network. It wrapped entire continents in invisible threads until escape for any rival species became impossible. Close your eyes. Beneath the ordinary noise of cities, listen for the low drumbeat. It is the same patient rhythm that once starved great predators and outweighed every other kind of human. It is inside you. It never left. Picture that inheritance in action. But it's a mystery. A single observation. How stars tilt with the seasons, once guided whole migrations across black oceans. A whispered cure for infection leapt from clan to clan until it circled the world. Knowledge no longer died with the body. It became a mortal strategy, striking again centuries after the discoverer's heart had stopped. This is why your kind remains. Not muscle, not speed, an enduring, calculating force that could turn patience into the sharpest weapon on Earth. The fossils prove it. Genetic studies confirm it. But you don't need a lab to feel it. It moves in the quiet between your heartbeats, waiting for the next trial. Ask yourself now, when crisis comes, will you let that ancient force sleep? Or will you summon it? Will you be only a witness to history? Or will you carry the hunt forward? The choice is no longer in the distant past. It lives in every challenge you face. A project that tests your resolve. A danger that demands endurance. A dream that asks for relentless pursuit. Stand. Draw a deep breath. Let the heartbeat of your ancestors merge with your own. Run farther, in effort, in courage, in imagination, until limits break like old bones beneath your feet. Don't just watch history, carry it forward. Tap subscribe to awaken the endurance that made your species the last one standing. Share this story to ignite that hidden fire in others. Rise today and prove you are the tireless hunter of a new age.